Tomorrow's a brand new day. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Sun gon' shine down on me. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Tomorrow's a brand new day.
What up with it, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Part 2 trailer to Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 and let y'all know how I feel about it overall. If you're finding my channel for the first time and you like the videos that I upload and create, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your comments and theories down below in the comment box. Do all that good stuff. I'm not even about to waste that much time with this intro. I'm about to hop straight into this trailer and break it down for y'all and let y'all know how I feel about it. Cause man, it's been a long 30 days without power. I hate the fact that they really decided to go on a 2-month break. Like, I don't know who idea was it to go on a 2-month break, but I really wish that they didn't do that shit. Cause bruh, I've been bored without power. I really hate the fact that they decided to go on a 2-month break after episode 5, but it is what it is. At least we got the Part 2 trailer, which is a good thing, so I ain't really tripping about it. Now in this first scene right here, we see Tariq St. Patrick, and it's looking like he done broke in somebody else's house again. I wouldn't be surprised if he was looking for somebody in this scene right here, bruh. Anytime we see Tariq popping up at somebody else's house, you already know what time it is, bruh. 9 times out of 10, he looking for somebody, and he's most likely trying to take them out. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was happening in this scene right here, to be honest. We see Tariq again in this next scene right here with Diana and Monet being held at gunpoint by Don Carter, and based off the look that Monet got on her face, you can tell that Don Carter is not playing around because Monet looks shook, as well as Diana. I'm pretty sure he's holding them at gunpoint because of A, they either don't got that 35% that Don Carter is extorted from the Tejada family, or B, they probably did something that they had no business doing and Don Carter is upset about this. But either way it goes, he got them at gunpoint, and if you ask me, this looked like the same house that we saw Tariq in the previous image that I showed y'all. So if that is the case, then I want to know why it's Tariq, Diana, Monet, and Don Carter is in the same house together, because this dead ass looked like the same house that Tariq was in the previous image that I showed y'all. Now this next scene right here, we see Davis McClain looking stressed out about something, and like I've been saying throughout season 4, I definitely believe Davis is going to die before season 4 is over with. I don't know, but I just get that weird feeling that something bad is going to happen to Davis' character before season 4 is, and I would not be surprised if we see Davis McClain meet his fate in the second half of season 4. Now this next scene right here, we see Tariq and Brayden kicking it, most likely at Stansfield, and if you look real closely, you can see Kane and Noma behind Tariq and Brayden getting ready to approach them, and I'm pretty sure they about to approach them on some bullshit. Anytime you see Noma and Kane together, you should expect them to be on some bullshit, but with Noma and Kane approaching Tariq and Brayden, I wouldn't be surprised if Noma was still tripping off of what happened in episode 5 when she found out about Tariq and Brayden moving product at Stansfield on the low. So I wouldn't be surprised if Noma was pulling up on them about that. I'm pretty sure she's still gonna be upset about that. And with Kane being her new sidekick and always hating on Tariq, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they was pulling up on Tariq and Brayden in this scene right here. Now with this next scene right here, we see Tariq hugging his mother Tasha, and with them showing us Tasha in this Part 2 trailer, I believe this might have answered the question about the tragedy that Tariq is going to suffer in episode 7. Because according to the episode 7 synopsis, it reads that when tragedy strikes, Tariq and the Tejadas are set on a mission to avenge what they've lost. And with them showing us Tasha in this Part 2 trailer, I believe this tragedy that Tariq is going to suffer in episode 7 might have something to do with Diana or his unborn child. Now in this next scene, we see Kane and Noma again, most likely getting ready to meet up with somebody or just got done having a conversation with somebody who we have yet to see. In this next scene right here, we see Effie looking worried about something, and I can't wait to see what's next for Effie character in the second half of season 4. I know we ain't seen much of her in the first half of season 4, but I do believe she's going to have a lot of screen time in the second half of season 4. And based off this trailer, it's looking like Effie might have a run-in with law enforcement in the second half of season 4, which I'm going to talk about later on in the video when I come around to that topic. Now, this next scene right here, we see Drew standing at a container port from what it's looking like, and with Drew standing in front of this cop car, as well as standing by Monet's truck, I believe this might have something to do with Don Carter and his task force. I would not be surprised if Drew and Monet was meeting up with Don Carter and his task force in this scene right here. And speaking of Don Carter, we see Don Carter having a conversation with his task force from what it's looking like. But I don't know if this is the people in his task force that he's having a conversation with, because if you notice the officers that he's having a conversation with, 2 of them look African American. And based off the cop that's on the far right side of this photo, it's looking like he's going to be a new character that's in the second half of season 4 that we have yet to see. So I could be wrong about this being Don Carter task force that he's having a conversation with. It probably could be some people in the New York City Police Department that he works with that's questioning him about the stuff that him and his task force force got going on, you never know. So I could be wrong about this being his task force. This could be a group of police officers that work with Don Carter at the precinct that he works at, and they could just be there asking him questions about the stuff that him and his task force got going on. So you never know what could be going on in this scene right here, to be honest. I do believe eventually at some point before season 4 ends, Don Carter and his task force will be exposed for the stuff that they got going on when it comes to them extorting all the drug dealers in New York City. I feel like Don Carter or somebody in his task force might slip up in the second half of season 4, which is going to lead to them being exposed and most likely fired from their jobs when the truth is revealed about the stuff that they're doing. Now in this next scene right here, we see Tariq loading his strap, most likely preparing for war. We then see Kane in this next scene right here putting a pause on somebody, and I'm not surprised about this at all, bruh. If there's two things that Kane is going to do, is hate on Tariq and fight somebody. This has been going on since season 1. Since season 1 of book 2 Ghost, we've been seeing Kane whoop somebody's ass in each and every season, so I'm not surprised about this at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kane shoot this nigga afterwards as well, because from another angle of this scene that was shown in the part 2 teaser, we see Kane holding him at gunpoint, and at first many people thought that this possibly could be Zion Soldier Roman. This is obviously not Zion Soldier Roman, but this could possibly be one of Zion's soldiers. You never know. And while I'm talking about Zion, we see Tariq in this next scene right here getting choked out by who I believe to be Zion. I definitely believe this is Zion, to be honest, but I feel sorry for him because Tariq is about to smoke his ass. I've been saying this since they released the part 2 teaser a month ago, that this is Zion that Tariq is taking out. And with them releasing the trailer and showing us the color version of this scene right here, I definitely believe this is Zion that Tariq is about to take out. Now in this next scene right here, we see Brayden with the strap in his hand and he pointing it at somebody. And I believe he might be pointing his gun at Elle, if you ask me. This is definitely Brayden's girlfriend Elle's dorm room that he's at, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was pointing his gun at Elle. And if that is Elle, I hope he take her out, because not like that, but Elle gotta die for what she did in episode 5 by putting acid into Tariq's water. I feel like she gotta get taken out because of that, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was another reason why Brayden was pointing his gun at Elle, because I definitely believe that this is Elle that he's pointing his gun at. All signs are pointing towards Elle, if you ask me, so I can't wait to see how this scene is going to transpire, to be honest, because I want to know if Brayden is going to take her out or not. I believe he got it in him, but at the same time, you never know, bruh. Brayden might fold up and start panicking. You never know, but I hope he do take out Elle at the end of the day when it's all said and done, because she do gotta go. And speaking of somebody getting taken out, in this next scene right here, we see Diana getting ready to take somebody out. It's looking like she about to smash somebody's head in. And I can't wait to see who this is, because we ain't never seen Diana do nothing like this before at all. Now, in this next scene right here, we see the feds rolling up on somebody, and I don't know who this character is that's in the driver's seat of this vehicle, but this looked like somebody from Don Carter's task force. I could be wrong, but I definitely believe this is a Caucasian police officer with the mullet hairstyle that's driving this vehicle. And if that is him, 9 times out of 10, I'm expecting him to get arrested, because it's looking like he's transporting drugs. Now in this next scene right here, we see your boy, the one and only Rashad motherfucking Tate, and it's about goddamn time that we saw his character pop up in season 4, bruh. Because many fans, including myself, was wondering, where the hell was Rashad Tate at? Like, we did not see him throughout the first half of season 4. His name was always getting mentioned, and I was expecting his character to pop up in the second half of season 4, but he did it. But he's going to be popping up in his second half of season 4, and from what it's looking like he pissed off about something. I'm expecting him to be on demon time when he do return in this second half of season 4. I wouldn't be surprised if he pissed off about something that got to do with his brother, bruh. Because one thing that I noticed in this scene right here, bruh, from what it's looking like, I could be wrong about this, but this definitely looked like an autopsy report. And if this is an autopsy report, the only thing that I could think of that will have Rashad Tate pissed off like this is if something happened to his brother Kamal, which I feel like is going to happen. I definitely feel like in the second half of season 4, Kamal is definitely going to get smoked. And if that does happen, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why we see Rashad Tate popping up in the second half of season 4. Now in this next scene right here, we see Noma putting the knife to Tariq's neck, and I don't know what she on, but she needs to chill the hell out, bruh. Tariq is not somebody that you want to be threatening, like, especially with him having access to your daughter. Like, threatening Tariq right now is not going to work, especially when he has access to your daughter. This is not going to work at all. So Noma need to chill out, because it seemed like she wilding out based off this scene right here. And I do believe this is going to be the same scene where we see Tariq and Davis meeting up with Kane and Noma. I do believe this scene is going to occur in episode 6 as well, because according to the episode 6 description, it reads that Tariq and Brayden tries to figure out a way to get back on Noma's good graces. So I definitely believe this scene is going to transpire in episode 6, to be honest, and I just can't wait to see what's about to happen between this conversation that's about to transpire between Noma, Kane, and Davis and Tariq. And speaking of Kane Kane, we see Kane in a restaurant getting shot at by somebody, and the person that I believe that's shooting up this restaurant that Kane is inside of is Zion. I believe Zion is the one that's shooting at Kane, because from another scene that was shown in the part 2 trailer, we see Zion shooting at somebody, and if I had to take a guess, I believe that he's shooting at Kane. I believe Zion is trying to get his get back on Kane for what happened in episode 5 when Kane beat him up at his underground fight club. Well, Kane technically ain't beat him up. Zion got disqualified because he hit Kane with some brass knuckles, but still, that hurt Zion pride and his ego. And when Zion losing that fight to Kane in episode 5, I definitely believe he's going to try to retaliate against Kane and Noma because of that. He ain't about to let that shit slide at all. And I'm not gonna lie, this nigga Zion looking crazy as hell hanging out that sunroof, but hey, it is what it is. I cannot wait to see how this scene is about to transpire because I definitely believe Zion is shooting at Kane. Now, in this next scene right here, we see Braden at the hospital visiting somebody, and I believe this is either L or somebody that's in Braden's family that he's visiting at this hospital. But whoever this is, I definitely believe this is somebody that's very close to Braden, and I believe this situation right here is going to impact Braden's character in a major way, and I would not be surprised if this situation right here leads to him being more dark and ruthless. Now, in this scene right here, we see Don Carter and Kamal Tate. It's looking like they about to get ready to get into a shootout with somebody, and one thing I noticed about this scene right here is that Effie is going to be here at the same place where we see Kamal Tate and Don Carter at, because from another scene of Effie that was shown in the part 2 trailer, we see Effie from what it looks to be at the same location that we saw Kamal Tate and Don Carter at in the previous image that I showed y'all. So I definitely believe Effie, Kamal Tate, as well as Don Carter is going to be in the same location together. And with them being at the same location together, I definitely believe Effie is going to get caught up by Don Carter and his task force. And another thing that I'm expecting to happen in this scene right here as well is Don Carter shooting at somebody and taking them out, because if you notice, Don Carter was wearing the same police vest that I showed y'all in the previous image. So whoever this person is that he's pointing his gun at, most likely getting ready to take out, I definitely believe it's going to transpire in the same scene where we see Don Carter, Kamal Tate, and Effie together at. And I wouldn't be surprised if Effie saw Don Carter take this person out, which led to Effie being stopped by somebody in this scene right here, because somebody is pointing a gun at Effie. And with me comparing and contrasting and putting 2 and 2 together, I believe that this is somebody in Don Carter's task force. So this is definitely something that we got to be on the lookout for in the second half of season 4, because from what it's looking like Effie is about to be in trouble again with law enforcement, and it's looking like she about to get caught up by Don Carter and his task force. Now, in this next scene right here, we see Don Carter again smoking a cigarette, looking stressed out about something, and shit, if I was Don Carter, I'll start figuring out an exit strategy, to be honest, because like I've been saying throughout this video, I definitely believe him and his task force is going to be exposed for all the stuff that they're involved in. I don't see Don Carter having a great second half of season 4, to be honest. I believe he's going to be stressed out most of the time in the second half of season 4. Now, we see Drew in this next scene right here getting into a fight with somebody while he's locked up, and it's looking like Drew done got his ass whooped once again, bro. This nigga mouth bloody and some more shit. Like, Drew stay getting his ass whooped by somebody. And if I could take a wild guess, I wouldn't be surprised if Don Carter and his task force had something to do with Drew being arrested. And speaking of Don Carter task force, in this next scene right here, we see Don Carter task force running up into Tejadas' house, holding Monet at gunpoint, and it's looking like she about to get ready to go to jail too. You never know, they possibly could be there looking for Drew too, because Drew is going to be getting arrested in episode 6, and we possibly could see this scene happen in episode 6, but at the same time, I'm not ruling out Monet going to jail. I definitely feel like she's going to get locked up before the end of season 4, and I just can't wait to see what's next for her character in the second half of season 4, because I believe Monet is about to be going through it. Now, in this last and final scene right here, we see Tariq at a concert. From what it's looking like, it's looking like he got his head on a swivel as he's watching for somebody, and I can't wait to see the moves that Tariq is going to make in the second half of season 4 when it comes to him trying to navigate all the situations that he got going on. Like he said in the part 2 teaser, it's time for him to make a move. It's time for him to make a move and step up his game, because that's the only way he could get to the top. I definitely believe that's going to be his main objective in the second half of season 4, is to get to the top and to protect his family by any means necessary. But overall, this trailer was fire. I cannot wait until September 6th to finally see these last 5 final episodes of Book 2 Ghost. It sucked that this is the final season of Book 2 Ghost, but it is what it is. All good things must come to an end, but at the same time, I don't believe this is going to be the last time we're going to see Tariq St. Patrick on our TV screens. But if you like the video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Leave your theories and predictions down below in the comment box. I want to hear y'all theories and predictions about what's going to happen in the second half of season 4. Thank you to each and every person that subscribed to my channel and support the channel and enjoy the content that I put out. Y'all is appreciated. Much love to y'all. I genuinely appreciate y'all. Other than that, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe, and God bless.